The White Lotus Season 3 Episode 7 confirms our biggest theory about Greg, and now that we know what he wants from Belinda, I think she'll end up giving it to him. But before we get into it, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like and comment on the video, and if you're able, please sign up for channel memberships for exclusive content, which really helps us out. Anyway, let's get back to Thailand. So, Season 3 is more connected to the previous outings than ever before, with Greg and Belinda running into one another at the titular resort in Thailand after crossing paths in Season 1. Given Greg's role in Tanya's Season 2 death and Belinda's connection to Tanya, this sets the stage for tense interactions right off the bat. And although he's going by the alias Gary, it doesn't take long for Belinda and Greg to recognize each other. Greg begins seeking out Belinda at the resort, and he even invites her to a party at his home in episode 7. Suspecting Tanya's death is a result of foul play, Belinda believes Greg has sinister intentions in seeking her out. This might be the case, but he doesn't immediately jump to killing or threatening her. Instead, Greg makes her an offer in the episode Killer Instincts. Despite her initial reluctance, I think it's one she'll eventually accept. With Greg taking an interest in Belinda in Season 3, it's not surprising that many viewers suspected he planned to kill her, especially knowing his history. After setting up Tanya's death at the end of Season 2, we know what Greg is capable of. However, Killer Instincts confirmed another great theory about Greg's plans for Belinda: that he'd offer her money. When Belinda attends his expat party in episode 7, Greg offers her $100,000 to fund the spa she and Tanya plan to start together. Although Greg doesn't explicitly say it, he still denies killing Tanya. The deal he's looking for is clear. He wants Belinda to stay quiet about his true identity and whereabouts, and in exchange, he'll fund her business. He claims Tanya would want him to spend the rest of his years in peace, he adds. Maybe in exchange, you could honor that. Belinda says she needs to think about it, which seems to surprise him. The reason she turns Greg down is that she feels morally conflicted, as taking the money would make her an accomplice to Tanya's murder. Zion's also shocked that Belinda doesn't accept the money, and she insists that it's not right. But Zion makes some good points, and there's likely not a better alternative for Belinda. So I think she'll end up accepting Greg's offer despite her moral reservations. Although she tells Zion that she cannot accept Greg's offer, she hasn't technically declined it. She tells Greg that she needs to sleep on it, and Season 3's finale could see her changing her mind. For one, it's a tempting offer, morals aside. Belinda has clearly dreamt of opening her own business for a long time, and she wasn't so close to Tanya that she needs to put herself on the line to ensure the other woman gets justice. The characters in The White Lotus rarely prioritize others over themselves, though Belinda is among the best of them. Additionally, Zion makes a good point when his mother tells him about Greg's deal. If you don't come to terms with him, he's gonna come after you. Greg is a dangerous character, and Belinda knows it. He could target her or Zion if she refuses to take his offer. The managers at the White Lotus in Thailand are clearly willing to look the other way when it comes to bad behavior, and Greg has already successfully covered up one murder. She might accept Greg's offer just to keep herself and her son safe. In fact, it could be the deciding factor. Greg is yet to outright threaten Belinda, and committing another murder, especially after finding a place to lie low, would be risky even for him. However, I'm not underestimating Greg. He's clearly capable of such violence. Belinda is a loose end that he cannot afford to have, and he'll have no assurances if she doesn't accept his bribe. Plus, Greg is wealthy and more powerful than he gets credit for being, and we know characters in the White Lotus's universe rarely suffer consequences when they meet those criteria. On top of all that, Greg already seems to be setting the stage for a violent encounter outside the Belinda situation. His jealousy over Chloe and Saxon doesn't add up with the request that the pair should get caught cheating. If Saxon really goes through with Chloe and Greg's plan, it seems inevitable that he and Greg will have a confrontation. Greg might be purposely setting that up, which means he's not opposed to getting violent even in hiding. That makes me worry about Belinda in Season 3, though I'm hopeful she'll just take the money.